I'm currently doing whatever I can to prepare to start the Shaquan Barkley polystyrene drawing project. I was going to work on this prop character that I've referred to in the past as a special project. I'm planning on using this as a prop character for the 99th Dan Hamming episode, but I couldn't find in the Ultimate Collection the light gray Sharpie marker that I need in order to do this little spot right here on the skull mask, as well as this side of the skull mask. It may end up being a bit of a scarf. Although, in order to do Shaquan Barkley, I'll also need that light gray Sharpie marker. These are some bagel sandwiches. That Dad made. According to my recollection, they have melted cheese, capicola, and pepperoni. He made them not too long ago, and it's currently 9:54 p.m. I've just taken from the new Ultimate Collection whatever Sharpies I think I'm going to need in order to do this Shaquan Barkley drawing. Which is one of my commissions. By one of Dad's friends. Dad made a trip to Wegmans today. After work. I believe he made that grocery shopping trip sometime around 7 p.m. and got back at around 7 p.m. So maybe he made that grocery shopping trip around 6:30 p.m. Though right before he made that Wegmans trip, he visited his parents and got some cake with candles. Some cake that Dad's mom made for my birthday. at some point in the evening, I made some phone calls. I made at least one phone call to my dad, my mom, and Dad's mom. Dad was the one who suggested I immediately after finishing the call with him, call his mom. As I believe he told me that she tried to wish me a happy birthday on the day of it. Yeah, but I didn't answer the call. I think I might have been sleeping. Yeah, part of why he made that trip to Wegmans, the primary reason he went to Wegmans was to get some coffee. Of which he got a new bag of the cherry chocolate flavor, of which I had a few cups over the last couple hours at least. Yeah, these bagels, to an extent, taste like pizza. And for some reason remind me of poor man's pizza. That's the vibe I'm getting. Just because it seems to be like pizza to me. Maybe that's just because of the pepper jack cheese. The fact that melted cheese is a part of it. It also got a new whole gallon of milk during that trip to Wegmans because whole milk is something I like having. I recall that around noon I had some leftovers of what was left of that pepperoni and red pepper pizza that Dad got from Salvatore's the day he picked me up from Mom's place. I microwaved those pieces for a minute and a half. Press the one button on the microwave's keypad. Then technically the start button, because it also functions as an add 30 seconds button. He also got some bags of Smart Popcorn. Of which he gave me one bag around 7 p.m., the time he got back from that trip to Wegmans. And I had some of that bag. Somewhere between a fourth and a third of the popcorn. As he was making a pot of that cherry chocolate coffee. And I drank that coffee thinking about what polystyrene drawing project I wanted to work on next. At first I was going to resume work on that special project that would serve as a prop character, but then I thought of working on one of my commissions, because I initially thought maybe they wouldn't require that light gray Sharpie marker, or would at least allow me to work on something until tomorrow, when Dan and I could stop by Mom's place and we could bring over the Sharpies that I needed. In order to finish these projects. I went between the fourth Josh Allen drawing, the Shaquan Barkley drawing, and the second Harley Quinn drawing. All of which are part of commissions, before ultimately settling on Stephon Barkley, even though all three of these commissions will likely involve that light gray Sharpie marker to some extent. And this is the cake that Dad's mom baked today. It's pretty good. And the frosting isn't a type that makes my mouth feel all dry. Like the kind you see for most store-bought cake. Or at least those store-bought from Wegmans. That I typically got for most of my birthday parties. Yeah, but those cakes were still enjoyable. And as this cake was intended for a celebration of my birthday, and when I went down to get it, Dad lighted a couple of candles for me to blow out. I had to save on matches. He lit one candle using one of the stove's burners. And then used the lit candle to light the other candle. And yeah, he also got a new box of drumstick ice cream cones as part of that trip to Wegmans. And that he did today. Around 11 in the morning, I sent a new email regarding the only one of my videos so far that got a copyright strike, regarding the possibility of having the strike be retracted and instead having a manual claim be put on the video. Since the song in question, All She Wants to Do Is Dance, which was played through a radio while I filmed that video years ago, I never intended for any copyright infringement. And what mainly motivated me to send a new email after all this time was the realization that I could have possibly dozens to hundreds of videos that could suddenly get a copyright strike because YouTube's Content ID system failed to detect the copyright protected music. I'm hoping to be able to establish that I don't intentionally infringe copyright. That in the future, if YouTube's Content ID system fails to detect the copyright protected music, that manual claims be put on the videos instead of copyright strikes. Since after all, I want all my videos to remain public. I remember around 6:30 p.m., shortly before Dad arrived home, I had the bread that we got from Core Life Eatery the other day. I think because he felt a little hungry. It was pretty good. It may have been a bit stale, but it was still enjoyable, and if I recall, I carefully spent nearly an hour, roughly from 10 to 11 in the morning, writing that new email. Taking care to sound formal, minimizing my use of first-person pronouns such as I and me and my, since I wanted to be careful in this new email.